TSC Super Cardio, Scottish 18s with me, Chris Kruger. Alright, TSCers, Super Cardio is a fun, efficient way to burn a ton of calories and help melt fat off your body and actually get better at doing stuff that you want to do. Okay, Scottish 18s, why is it called that? It's because you're running from the 18-yard line to the 18-yard line on a soccer pitch. That's that yellow line with the cone on it. It's the top of the big goal box on a soccer field. So in this case, the way this field is drawn up in soccer, a soccer pitch can be a variable length, but here it's 84 yards. So what you're going to do is run from the 18-yard line to the 18-yard line in 18 seconds or less. You run through the 18-yard line, then you turn around and jog back. Now you're going to start another Scottish 18 every minute for 10 minutes. So when I went on the first one, I started my stopwatch, I ran down to the 18-yard line, checked it out, I was like, okay, it's 15 seconds. You run through the line, you jog back, and then when the stopwatch gets to 1 minute, you start your next one. You run through the line, jog back. When the stopwatch gets to 2 minutes, you start the next one. So you're starting another Scottish 18 every minute for 10 minutes. It's great, it's high intensity training, it's intervals. And the challenge, it's really not a challenge to run. In this case, it's 84 yards in 18 seconds. The challenge is to keep it up and finish strong after 10 minutes. Now you might be thinking, well, shucks, Chris, I'm not really fit enough. I don't think I'll be able to, in this case, run 84 yards or, around 80 yards in 18 seconds. That's too fast for me. And it might be. So what do you do there is you just start with a shorter distance. So if you're not in great shape yet, start 70 yards. Set up 2 cones, and it doesn't have to be on a soccer pitch or a football field or anything. Just find some flat grass you can run on, and you don't even need cones. Set up 2 water bottles and run between them. You do need a stopwatch though, so I'm wearing it on my wrists down there. And ideally, you'll get to a point where you can do it from the 18-yard line to the 18-yard line, about 82 to 84 yards on the soccer pitch, and you'll be able to run down in 15 seconds or less. Then you can jog back half that speed. So it'll take you 30 seconds on the jog back, which gives you 15 seconds to rest before you start your next one. And once you get into that area where you can consistently run down in 15 seconds, back in 30 seconds, rest 15 and start your next one, then start lengthening those cones out further. So if you start at 70 yards, if you're getting down to the second cone in 15 seconds or less, jogging back in your 45 seconds, so you still have 15 seconds to rest, spread those cones out. Here I do a pretty good job. I think on my last one I get down in 15 or 16 seconds, turn around and jog back, and it's like 45 seconds. So what that says is I'm fit enough, I can start pushing those cones further apart. And try pushing it back a yard or two. This is 84 yards, maybe next time I'll try to run 90 yards. And just push them back and really push yourself to improve. Running very long distances isn't great for your body. The human body is not designed to do marathons. If you actually look at the history and the mythology of the marathon, the guy that ran the first marathon, it was to deliver a message from the battlefield, runs 26.2 miles, delivers his message, and drops dead on the spot. The human body is not designed to run those distances. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you know what, I want to lose weight. So they go on a diet and they start training for a marathon. It's intense training to do a marathon. You're running countless miles. It's not fun. So then you run your marathon. You stop your diet. You've destroyed your metabolism. You've burned off all your muscle. You've burned off a lot of fat. You're smaller, but you're also weaker. And then what happens? You're sick of running. You did your marathon. You're like, okay, I've conquered this. So you quit running. You quit the silly diet that you were on. And what do? You gain all the weight back. You don't believe me? Ask Oprah or just about any person that's ever run a marathon. Something much better to do the Heart of a Champion program. Do super cardio. You'll see these short bursts down there, 84 yards in 18 seconds or less. Jog back, and we're done in 10 minutes. Okay, this whole workout is 10 minutes. Now first you'll want to do a dynamic warm-up. What's a dynamic warm-up? It's warming up through motion. Nothing fancy, but do 5 minutes of jumping jacks, jog for 5 minutes, a high knee march, butt kicks, and there'll be another dynamic warm-up video soon, so search for that on my YouTube page. But just warm up, get your heart pumping, your blood flowing, your joints will be lubricated, you'll feel good, and then you can start this right away. And once you start, it's 10 minutes, okay? You run down and back 10 times, and you feel great when it's done, you feel great while you're doing it. But always start fast, finish strong. The reason you do the first 9 minutes is so that you can test your guts on the 10th minute. And I'll tell you, minute 6, minute 7, minute 8, you'll be like, oh man, this stinks, this hurts. I'm giving it 100%, but it hurts, I want to quit. Don't quit, because when it comes to life, it's all about that commitment to finish. The 10th rep here on this super cardio on Scottish 18s, it's like, having to write that one big paper at the end of the semester, or you're at work and you've got to finish the one big project so you can hopefully get the promotion. That's what it's all about, is pushing yourself past your limits and succeeding no matter what you're doing. And when I say push yourself past your limits, absolutely, you need to push yourself beyond what's comfortable and what you can do easily. You need to push yourself past those limits, but don't push yourself over the edge. See, at the end of this, I'll be tired, I'll be winded, and that's great. That means I'm training my high cardio, training in the high cardio zone, even into the anaerobic zone. And that is great. That's what you need to do to experience true health and fitness, the place at which you look your best, feel your best, and you are your best. Okay, at which you have the healthy weight and the right weight for you, a great metabolism, that you're fast, that you're strong, that you're fit. You want to be fast, fit, strong, powerful. You don't want to be strong and big, just big and huge, but you have to be the right size, as fast as you can be, as strong as you can be, naturally. Okay, and back to what I was saying. Push yourself to the limit. Okay, give it all you have, but don't go over the edge. Don't run yourself to exhaustion so that you're collapsing and you need to call an ambulance. To past your limits, past what you were capable of last week or the week before, but not over the edge. That's the key, and that's the place where you're going to see improve leaps and bounds your abilities. Again, like I was saying, don't you ever set goals to be skinnier, to be less fat. It's all these goals where you want to be less fat. You want to have weight loss. No, you need to burn fat and build muscle. You need to have, when you're doing the right program, your metabolism will shoot up, because as you build lean body mass, you've got to do the weight training. And it's all about having a program that is comprehensive and totally fits together. All the pieces fit together. And that's the trickiest part for people, is they'll go into the gym, maybe they hire a personal trainer, maybe they don't. But very rarely can anyone get all the pieces to fit together that you need to be as effective and efficient as possible. Right here, this is a 10-minute workout. Now sure, you do 5 to 10 minutes warm-up, 10 minutes cranking it out. It's tough for 10 minutes. Then get some water, do a little stretching, and then you're done, and you have the rest of your day to go enjoy. And you've accomplished more in that 10 minutes of running than most people accomplish in their entire day. It's focused and it's intense. It's not a long, meandering training run for your marathon. You get in, get out, get it done, and improve. Okay? And this is something I say. To get better, you have to improve, and to improve, you have to get better. So you got to push yourself. You got to be able to do this super cardio, Scottish 18s, and start moving the cones further apart, or start running faster between the cones and getting back there. But when you come in and you give that consistent effort, you give your best gets better. Anyway, this is super cardio, Scottish 18s. You have any questions, leave them in the comments. But you start at the 18-yard line on the soccer field, run down as fast as you can. Well, not as fast as you can, but run down in 18 seconds or less, turn around, and head back. Chris Kruger, Transformation Super Challenge. Subscribe to the channel. Leave any comments if you've got questions, but subscribe and check out the other videos. I'm from Tacoma, the city with that ever